Hello and welcome to all you Taurus people. This is hopefully a very little video, but a very clear video about the Mars retrograde in Aries for the people like you who've got an ascendant in Taurus or a sun in Taurus, and to a lesser extent the moon in Taurus. So let's get into this. This is just the detail of the Mars retrograde. Beware of that. It's just one specific area of your life that I'm going to talk about. So if you want to know more, look at my monthly horoscopes. You know, they're already out for August and they're going to be out soon for September as well. But let's get started. What is this all about? Now, we're feeling it already. I'm recording this at the end of July, and Mars is surely but slowly already in their shadow period, preparing to go backwards and forwards and do lots of things, squaring up with the Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn. Now that's a handful to explain, but it's very simple. Mars in Aries wants to go forwards, right? It wants to initiate new stuff. And for you, this Mars, you are a Taurian, so for you, Mars is in the 12th house. It's a hidden house. It's the house of where you reload your batteries. It's the house of where you are alone, where you are sleeping. It's the unconscious mind, so to speak. So it's a very hidden house. It's not easy to have Mars there, but I explain a bit more in a minute. But it's very simple. This Mars wants to go forwards with new plans, new idea. It's in Aries. It wants to pioneer, and it bumps into, first of all, around the 4th of August, it bumps into Jupiter. So it's very expansive. Jupiter in the 9th house. It has new ideas. It wants to evolve. It has new expectations, new intentions to do, and you will be having that. You will dream about it, and you will dream about expansion, and you will dream about you going forwards. But then guess what? It bumps into Pluto and Saturn. And Pluto and Saturn are the opposite energies, and that will be happening around the midst already of August, up until the first week of October. So that pocket of time, and Saturn goes backwards on the 10th of September. So that pocket of time that you are going to feel frustration, things are going slower, and for you, it's not so much a different person that is going to slow you down, or sometimes it is really someone from the outside of our environment, but for you, it's your own thoughts that is holding you down or restricting yourself. So Mars is about accomplishment. I want to do something. Saturn, Pluto is about, slow down, please. Slow down. I want to master this. That's the positive side of even a square between Mars, Saturn, Mars, Pluto. When you see that in a natal chart, these people learn that when they want to accomplish something, it's no use to freeze. It's no use to say, oh, pity me, every time I'm starting something new, it's not working. It's no use. At a certain age, they're going to learn that they have to be brave, have courage, but do little steps, very, very little steps. And that's my message. Whatever it is that you want to improve, that you want to go forwards with, and you are going to see the results when Mars will be in your sign, and that will be in January. The beginning of January of 2021, there is a new start for the Taurians. So yes, that's not tomorrow, that's not next week, but that's what Mars square Saturn Pluto is all about. It wants you to be a master in something, to be a master in what you're doing, to be a master in that new idea and that you want to accomplish. But this is only going to work when you feel like restrictions, that you just don't give up, that you start all over again and off you go. Now, for example, to get this more concrete, if you are young and you are studying, for instance, what this can be is that you have to work hard behind the scenes. Mars in the 12th house can be studying, you have to do things behind the scenes and on your own, yes, and you're doing that. But it bumps into this Pluto Saturn in the 9th house, who can be the teachers. Your professor who is saying, this is not good what you're doing. This is not good enough. Again, what is the attitude that I'd invite you to take? It's not of, I'm not listening to you, because the Saturn is very strong and it's in a good dignity. So it knows what it's saying. And running away and saying, I'm not going to do it. It's not going to help. Pity me. Every time I try to study, I'm not getting my points. I'm exaggerating, but that's the energy. So my advice is, okay, work with it. Work with your fear. Mars, Saturn, work with your fear and do it all over again. Have patience, because you are mastering something here. You're going to get the best of the best. You're going to become the best of something. And when you're, I see that a lot, this Mars-Saturn aspect in natal chart with, for instance, surgeons. And remember, you know, if you want to master something like surgery, you can't just know everything in one day. I mean, you have to take care of this artery there and over there, or you have to do things slowly. And that's my advice. Mars, of course, wants to go fast, but it has to go slow. So when you accept that, when you accept the weather forecast of this is, so again, with this younger person, if you are a younger person who is studying, it's going to be hard. Of course, you're going to have to work 3 times harder than normal. And it doesn't, when you look at at someone else who doesn't have to work that hard, that's their karma, you know. Who knows what they did in other lives? I mean, that can help you. You have to focus on you and you have to work hard, period. That's it. If you're not a student, if you say, Veerle, I'm not a student, hang on there. It has to do with your blind spots, that you have to be aware that you're not undermining yourself by pushing yourself down. Remember, the 9th house is your opinion. It's your opinion. It's your... So you can be very... during this time between now and the end of the year, you can be very strict for yourself. Watch out for that. You may be strict for yourself, for sure, but not in a way that you're going to undermine yourself and that you're going to freeze yourself. So be careful with that. Do, you know, try to be aware of that. That's basically one thing. And it's very restless to have Mars in the 12th house. Don't expect that you're going to have good night sleeps and all of that, you know, with Mars in the 12th house. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like you're going to get to know yourself way better. And you're preparing yourself for those big actions next year when Mars will be in your sign. But don't undermine yourself. It's a very big one. You can have, you know, little nightmares there. But that is out of fear. When you know it's out of fear, be brave, you know, be brave and take little steps in having that, in recreating that confidence, and go for some philosophy. Astrology might help you. Philosophy might help you. You know, something that opens up the mind, because ultimately, as I said, this aspect starts with Mars bumping into Jupiter in the beginning. At the end of all of this, Mars is going to square again with Jupiter. So that means that you're going to get there. You're going to get a better idea and a higher perspective of yourself, seeing yourself in a more positive way. But first it seems that you have to go a bit like this, you know. And but have patience. When you feel that you're knocking yourself down, just be aware that you're doing it. Can already help you a lot by just being aware of it, you know. It can be tons of reasons, because this is just one aspect of your whole horoscope. But very interesting. It's like you are battling your blind spots for sure, Taurians. And fighting with yourself, that's a fight that you never win, right? So be aware of that. Thank you so much for listening. I wish you all the best with this aspect. Keep on going, don't give up, and all the best to you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.